Hello, everybody, tuning in for this fun, beautiful Wednesday. I know it's been a minute since I made my last video. It's Christmas, it's New Year's, and I was like, you know what, let me get a video out because I didn't do this last week. I missed it last week. My predictions for last week, so I can't do that, but I will give you my predictions for this week coming up and my reactions for last week. Wait, when did I last do it? I think it was week 16. So, Cowboys, Commanders. I was gonna predict the Cowboys to win this game. It was closer than it actually thought it was. Cowboys are obviously still out of the playoffs. This game meant nothing. Dak Prescott had a good game. Kevontae Turpin had one for 86, a touchdown. Jake Ferguson had a touchdown. There's not really much to talk about because I didn't really watch this game because I'm not gonna watch a Cowboys and Commanders game. I could care less. I guess Marcus Mariota was injured because Josh Johnson started this game. JCM had a good day, 2 touchdowns also. Nothing going in the receiving game. Not even going to talk about that game because I didn't watch it at all. Lions, Vikings, I watched a little bit of this game. This knocked the Lions out of the playoffs. And isn't it crazy to think the Lions and the Vikings have the same record? The J.J. McCarthy and Carson Wentz and Max Brosmer led Vikings have the same record as the Detroit Lions. Jared Goff didn't have a great day. I'm pretty sure he had like 5 turnovers on the day. 197, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Nothing really going in the air. Vikings, Max Brosmer threw for 51 yards. Aaron Jones, nothing. And he had a touchdown. Jordan Addison actually had 1 for 65 and a touchdown. There's nothing to talk about here because Max Brosmer threw for 51 yards. Then we'll go to another boring game, the Chiefs and the Broncos. The Broncos are the worst best team. I know their record's 13-3, but they have not beat good they beat teams. They beat good teams too by more than one score. The Broncos barely beat the Chiefs, 20-13. I'm not a Chiefs fan either. With Chris Oladokun at quarterback, who threw for 66 yards and a touchdown. If they are doing this against the 6-10 Patrick Mahomes-less Chiefs, what are they gonna do in the playoffs when they face like the Bills? Bo Nix, 182, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Nothing really going on the ground. Bo Nix also had a rushing touchdown. Cortland Sutton led the team in receiving yards. R.J. Harvey had a receiving touchdown. That's all for the Christmas games. Then we start week 17. Texans, Chargers. Texans beat them here. C.J. Stroud, 244, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Woody Marks, 1971, no touchdowns. Jaden Higgins had a touchdown. Jalen Noel had a touchdown. Justin Herbert, 236, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Justin Herbert also had 6 for 37 on the ground. Led his team in rushing yards too. Same with the Chargers. I don't see the Chargers being a good team in the playoffs. I can see the Texans being a good team in the playoffs strictly because their defense. Their defense is insane. But I don't see the Chargers. It's like always. I see them losing first round. Yeah, I see them losing first round exit. Ravens, Packers. I'm pretty sure the Packers have already locked in a spot in the playoffs. I'm pretty sure they're guaranteed the 7th seed. But, wow, Packers are also cooked in the playoffs. Not because they're a bad team, simply because they're so injured. Malik Willis had an insane game. 18 for 21, 288, 1 touchdown, 0 interception. But, hold up. Actually, we'll go through the Packers stats. Christian Watson had a good game, a touchdown. Romeo Doubs had a decent day, but Derrick Henry single-handedly won this game. 36 carries for 216 yards and 4 touchdowns, and he averaged 6 yards a carry. That's insane. Derrick Henry was bullying them. This is what happens when you don't sit Derrick Henry in the 4th quarter. You win games. Bro, he's like 31, too. He's like 30 or 31. I can't speak right now. He is supposed to be falling off right now. he like at the age where all running backs fall off. One interception for Marlon Humphrey, one sack, one forced fumble. I mean, uh, the Ravens, I guess, still have a chance in the playoffs if they beat the Steelers next week, which they could. I don't see it happening, but well, and let's get to this game. The fall off of the century. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers were like 5-1 or something, or they were 4-0, and then they faced the Eagles, fall to 4-1. I think they went to 5-1. They're 7-9. Insane. Also, the Dolphins had to come back. They're 7-9. They end the season 8-9, kind of ruining their draft stock. I mean, it's the same thing with the Bucs every year. I feel like Baker Mayfield, yeah, he's a really good quarterback, but he just falls. He collapses in the late season like Sam Darnold collapses in the postseason. Baker Mayfield 346, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Bucky Irving 9 for 19, no rushing touchdowns. Jalen McMillan 7 for 114. Chris Godwin 7 for 108 and a touchdown. Mike Evans 3 for 31 and a touchdown. You know who also had a really big fall off from the start of the season? Emeka Egbuka. Emeka Egbuka was cooking at the start of the season, and then he fell off. Quinn Ewers actually played pretty good. 14 for 22, 172, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Devon Achane obviously still carrying this team. 18 for 83, 0 touchdowns. Greg Dulcich led the team. Wait, no. Theo Weiss Jr. led the team in receiving yards with 1 catch and a touchdown. Took that bitch to the house. Jalen Waddle. Did he just, like, not play? Because he's 0 for 0. Yeah, the Bucs, their fall off's insane, and they still have a chance to make the playoffs. Jags Colts. This game was closer than I thought. Trevor Lawrence, 263, 0 touchdowns, 1 interception. Travis Etienne, 17 for 76. Trevor Lawrence, but he also got 2 rushing touchdowns. Parker Washington, 8 for 115. Jacoby Myers, 6 for 39. Brian Thomas Jr., 4 for 39. Grandpa Phillip Rivers, 147, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Riley Leonard also threw an interception. Yeah, no. Phillip Rivers, it was kind of a bad interception too. And I think I'm very confident the Colts are out of the playoffs. Which, insane fall off for them too. Started 7-1. Lost a couple games. They were still fine. Daniel Jones goes down. They got no one. They had to bring Grandpa Phillip Rivers. And, you can't be, like, upset with Phillip Rivers, dog. He's 44 years old. He was on the couch 3 weeks ago watching this. Jonathan Taylor, 21 for 70. He also had a fall off in the season. The fall offs people had this season were insane. Jonathan Taylor was in MVP talks. He's not even leading the league in rushing yards anymore. I mean, nothing really happened here. Then we got, where was I? Okay. Then we got the Steelers-Browns. Holy shit show. Steelers put up 6 points on the Cleveland Browns. Yeah, same with the Steelers. They're not a playoff team. But we know the Steelers with their late season fall off. They're like 5-1, and the Steelers always do it every year, so. Aaron Rodgers, 168, 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. But I'm gonna give Aaron Rodgers the fucking benefit of the doubt. He is throwing to Scotty Miller, MVS, Darnell Washington got injured, and a wash-ass Adam Thielen. Aaron Rodgers, this might genuinely be the worst receiving core in football right now. I can't think of a worse receiving core. Scotty Miller, I haven't heard that name since, like, the Bucs won the Super Bowl. Around Shedeur Sanders, 186, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. I think Shedeur can be a good quarterback. He just throws way too many interceptions. He's got, like, 8 interceptions on the season so far. Hold up. Does it show us that? Yeah, he has 10 interceptions. And he's barely played any games. He has double-digit interceptions. And Myles Garrett did not get that sack record yet. Where is he? Where is Myles Garrett? Yeah, no sack record yet for Myles Garrett. And let's go to the Saints-Titans. This is actually, like, a decent game. I didn't watch it, but the score says it was a decent game. Tyler Shuck, 333, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. The Saints might have found their quarterback. Sorry, my voice is raspy. I'm sick right now. The Saints might have found their quarterback because Tyler Shuck has actually looked really good. Not all right. Not even gonna try to pronounce that one. 14 for 94, 1 touchdown. Chris Olave had a good day, 8 for 119, 1 touchdown. Calvin Austin holding a touchdown. 2 sacks for Chase Young, and he had a touchdown, I'm pretty sure. So, the tight end side of the ball, Cam Moore, 251, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Tony Pollard, 18 for 85. I saw like a stat line over the last 4 seasons. There's only 2 running backs to have like 1,000 yards every season. It was Derrick Henry and Tony Pollard. I don't remember if it was like the last 4 seasons. It was something like that. But yeah, Tony Pollard's actually been decent. A good running back. And he's doing good this season, but unfortunately he's on the Titans. And he's pretty old too, so he's going to start falling off soon. Cam Ward, decent game. Nothing really to talk about. Actually, you know what? It is this receiving core and Pittsburgh receiving core is tied for the worst. I mean, he's thrown to Van Jefferson. Last time I heard Van Jefferson's name was when Baker Mayfield threw it to him in the corner of the end zone, I think. Might not even have been Van Jefferson. Then we go to the Patriots Jets. I mean, wow. There's not a lot to talk about here. Drake May fucking fried them. 19 for 21, 256, 5 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Travion Henderson, 19 for 82. Ramondre Stevenson got the touchdown. Hunter Henry, Austin Hooper, Ramondre Stevenson, Efton Chisholm, and Stephon Diggs all got touchdowns. I don't know if Diggs is going to be playing on the last week of the season because he's got like assault allegations or something. I actually don't know. But if that's going to be a problem for when the Patriots are in the playoffs. And I don't know if I can see the Patriots making a long-term run in the playoffs. Maybe at max, I think they make it to the conference championship. I accidentally turned my monitor off. That's on me. At max, I think they make it to the conference championship. Brady Cook, Jets, 152, 0 touchdowns, 1 interception. He's not good. Breece Hall, I feel bad for this man. 14 for 111 and 1 touchdown. Nothing really going in the air. No one got a receiving touchdown. Yeah, because they got fucking smoked. Then we got the Bengals Cardinals putting belt to ass. Jacoby Brissett, 212, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. He's still playing good. Michael Wilson led the team in receiving yards with a touchdown. Trey McBride got a touchdown. 2 sacks on the day. I mean, Joe Burrow fried them. 305, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Joe Flacco came in, threw for 24 yards. Chase Brown, 22 for 101, 2 touchdowns. Samaje Perine also got a touchdown. Jamar Chase, 7 for 60, 2 touchdowns. Yeah, that's kind of all because the Bengals just fried them. Seahawks, Panthers. So someone in that division is making the playoffs. If the Bucks make the playoffs, I'm pretty sure they're 7-8 right now. Wait, no, they're 7. What are the Bucks right now? 7-9. They can still make the playoffs. They have to beat the Panthers this week, but they can still make the playoffs. Which is insane to think that if the Bucks make the playoffs with a negative record, they're probably going to get first rounded. Sam Darnold, 147, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. I don't know, man. If he can play good in the postseason, the Seahawks are going all the way. But it really depends on Sam Darnold there. They got the team to go all the way, but JSN, 9 for 72. A.J. Barner holding a touchdown. Zach Charbonnet, 18 for 110 and 2 touchdowns. Poor Kenneth Walker, bro. 15 for 50. I don't know what he did for them to hate him, but clearly he did something. Panthers, Bryce Young, 54 yards, 0 touchdowns, 1 interception. Bad game. Rico Dowdle, 12 for 59, no touchdowns. Bryce Young also got a rushing touchdown. Not really much to talk about in the receiving game here because he threw for 54 yards. Then we go to the Giants Raiders. This is the one game I'm fine with, bro. I'm used to us losing. this is the one game I really want us to win because I don't want our dumbass GM to get the #1 pick and be like, well, let's trade Jackson Dart and draft Fernando Mendoza. Oh my god, I'd quit watching football. 22 for 30, 207, 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Jackson Dart, good game. Decent game, no touchdowns though. Tyrone Tracy, 14 for 62. Jackson Dart had 2 rushing touchdowns though. Devin Singletary had a rushing touchdown. Wan'Dale Robinson, 11 for 113, 0 touchdowns. I'm pretty sure he just hit the 1,000-yard mark. So, Wan'Dale Robinson, but we do need some receiver help. I think if we have a top 3 pick, I don't know if Carnell Tate's a top 3 pick. I think we maybe trade down to like the 5th or the 6th and get Carnell Tate because I think he could fall there. Wan'Dale Robinson is a good number 2, and Malik Nabers is obviously a good number 1. But I don't know if you want to use that high of a draft pick for a number 2 receiver. Because Malik Nabers is going to be our number 1. And Wan'Dale Robinson's a good number 2. But we need, because if Malik Nabers goes down, we have Wan'Dale Robinson, Gunnar Olszewski, Darius Slayton, Isaiah Hodgins. Wan'Dale Robinson is the only good receiver on this team besides Malik Nabers. So I don't know if they're gonna draft someone who's not as good as Carnell Tate, trade down. I don't know. Our defense did good this game. 2 sacks on Brian Burns, but it's the Raiders' offense. I can't expect much. Geno Smith, 176, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. The Raiders were also blatantly tanking, bro. They benched Max Crosby, and he cause they said his knee was messed up or something, and then he posted a video on Instagram of him playing basketball and jumping on a trampoline with his daughter. Michael Mayer had 9 for 89. Tyler Lockett had a receiving touchdown. Also, they benched Brock Bowers and placed him on IR. Not benched him, placed him on IR. Bro, most obvious tank of all time. Eagles, Bills. This was a boring game. 13-12. Again, I don't know if the Eagles this season are going to be able to make a long-term run. Their defense is insane. But if they meet someone like the Seahawks, I don't know if their defense can contain someone like the Seahawks. And their offense can't compete with the Seahawks offense. The Bills, man, I feel bad for Josh Allen. It is literally just Josh Allen. And James Cook is good too. 2 rushing touchdowns, no passing touchdowns. Jalen Hurts, 110, 1 touchdown, 0 interceptions, not a great day. Saquon Barkley, 19 for 6. Is he gonna hit 1,000? Has he hit 1,000 yards? He did. Okay. I didn't know if he hit 1,000 yards this season. AJ Brown led the team in receiving yards. Dallas Goedert got the touchdown. Just the Eagles, their offense, look at the talent, bro. Saquon Barkley, fucking Dallas Goedert, Devonta Smith, AJ Brown, Jahan Dotson's decent. Imagine a middle of the pack quarterback in this team, dog. Not anyone but Jalen Hurts. Bro, if you put Patrick Mahomes is in the middle of the pack quarterback. If you put Patrick Mahomes in this team, they're going 17-0. Because Eagles fans will swear that Jalen Hurts is top 5. He is not top 5. If you put Jaden Daniels, let's say, they're winning more than Max 12 games. Did he win 12 games on his rookie season with the Commanders? I actually don't remember. Jalen Hurts, he's not horrible, but he is not good. He is a below average quarterback. I won't say he's horrible. He is a below average quarterback that doesn't have an arm. You put Trevor Lawrence on this team, they're winning 13 games. They're winning 14 games. Trevor Lawrence is a middle of a pack quarterback. Trevor Lawrence might turn the ball over a little bit more, but I think I want Trevor Lawrence over Jalen Hurts. 49ers Bears. This was game of the week and another game of the year game. 49ers won the game in a last second touchdown. Caleb Williams threw 32 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Oh yeah, Caleb Williams. I would rather have Caleb Williams over Caleb Williams with he has a good receiving core. DJ Moore, Luther Burden, and Romeo Odunze, but that is not as good as Dallas Goedert, A.J. Brown, and Devonta Smith. And he has the same amount of wins. And you guys have an easier division, too. He has to face the Lions, the Packers, and the Vikings, which the Vikings are the Vikings. They're decent. 2 times a year each. So, I just don't think Jalen Hurts is the Eagles quarterback. And they're going to be like, oh, but can Caleb Williams do this? Can Caleb Williams do this? Win a Super Bowl? Can Caleb Williams win a Super Bowl? And there's going to be some Eagles fan in the comments like, oh, but the Eagles, but we won a Super Bowl. Okay, you won a Super Bowl, like I said, with the best defense, the best offense, the best O-line. And yes, Jalen Hurts played good in the Super Bowl. But everyone would play good with that. Okay, I can't say everyone. But 90% of quarterbacks right now would play good with that team. Luther Burden had an insane game. 8 for 138, 1 touchdown. Colston Loveland, 6 for 94, 1 touchdown. Brock Purdy also played good. 303, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Brock Purdy also had 2 rushing touchdowns. CMC, 23 for 140, 1 touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk caught a receiving touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, 4 for 41. Third in the team in receiving yards. Their defense didn't do much. And, bro, that division over there, the NFC West, I think it is, the 49ers, the Seahawks, the Rams, and then you have the Cardinals, bro. That division's insane. Then we got the Rams-Falcons. Bijan Robinson killed them. But, besides that, they kind of got scammed. They might make the field goal. They're not guaranteed to make the field goal. But, Puka Nacua caught that ball. It was a one-hand grab, both feet inbounds. That's a catch. He caught that ball. But I can't guarantee that they make the field goal because it was a little far. Matthew Stafford, though, 269, 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. That might have ruined the season for him. Well, not ruined the season. Might have ruined his MVP chances because Drake May is leading in receiving odds. Fucking MVP, I'm an idiot. MVP odds. Puka Nacua, 5 for 47, touchdown. Terrence Ferguson, Halton, touchdown. Falcons, Kirk Cousins, 126, 1 touchdown. But the man who won them the game, Bijan Robinson, 22 for 195, 1 touchdown. Bijan Robinson also had a receiving touchdown. Yeah, Bijan Robinson fried them. And let's get to the predictions now. We got the Bucks, Panthers. I'm going to pick the Panthers to win this one. I think the Panthers will win this one and end with a decent, not even that good, but a decent record. And the Bucks will fall 7-10 with the most insane fall off of the season. I think the Panthers will win this one. It'll be close, though. I think 21-24. Seahawks, 49ers. Wow. Have the Seahawks already got the number 1 seed guaranteed? I don't know if they have the number 1 seed guaranteed. 49ers, Seahawks. Honestly, I can see the 49ers winning this one. Because Sam Darnold, he might play back. There's a chance he plays back because he has been falling apart in the postseason. I'm going to get the 49ers winning this one. 17-24, 49ers on top. I can see the Seahawks. This could also just be a shootout, like 42-45. Packers, Vikings. I'm going to go with the Packers. Is Jordan Love starting? And I don't know if Jordan Love is starting. That's the thing. Is it still going to be Malik Willis? Is it going to be Max Brosmer? I'm going to go with the Packers still, no matter what. And I think it'll be 35-21. Colts, Texans. I'm going to go with the Texans here. I don't think Grandpa Phillip Rivers can, do much against this Texans defense. And I can see the Texans making a good postseason run. I think it's going to be 7-17. Cowboys, Giants. I'm going to go with the Giants, honestly. I'm going to go with the Giants. Fuck the Cowboys. Fuck the Cowboys. The Giants are winning this one. 14, no, actually, you know what? It's going to be like it was last time. 35-38. Giants on top. Nah, that's an 24-27. 24-27. I can see the Giants, for some reason, squeaking this one out against the Cowboys. I won't be upset if we lose, though. Browns, Bengals. I'm going to go with the Bengals here. Ruining their draft pick again, getting 7 wins. The Browns, I hope Myles Garrett gets a sack record, though. And he probably will against that Bengals O-line. But I think the Bengals will score a lot. 35-10, I'm going to say. Then we got the Saints, Falcons. I'm going to go with the Saints here. The Saints have, kind of been on a roll recently. Tyler Shuck's been playing good. I'm going to go with the Saints here, and I think it'll be... It depends if they can stop Bijan. If they stop Bijan, it's 10-17. If they can't stop Bijan, it's 17-20. I'm going to say 17-20, Saints on top. Then we got the Titans, Jags. I'm going to go with the Jags here, but for some reason, I see this game being closer than it should be. I'm going to say 24-27, Jags on top. I don't know if... I could be very off of this game. It could be 3-27. But I, for some reason, see it being close. I don't know why. Jets, Bills. I'm going to go with the Bills. Destroying the Jets. I'm going to say 35-3. If they're still starting Brady Cook, yeah, they're not going to score at all. The Bills are going to win that one. Lions, Bears. I'm going to go with the Bears here. And I think this will be a shootout. I think this will be 35-38. Bears on top. The Bears have had a lot of shootouts this season. Their defense, that's going to be a problem in the postseason. The Lions already out of the playoffs, but they're still just going to try to run up the score here. And I'm going to go with the Bears 35-38. Chargers, Broncos. Now, this is the thing. The Broncos, if they win, it's going to be by one score. It's going to be 20-17. If the Chargers win, it'll be 35-17. But I'm going to go with the Broncos winning. And I think the Broncos are going to win 17-20. Broncos on top. Then we got the Raiders, Chiefs. Wow, what a shit show. Mahomes-less Chiefs versus the Raiders. This is honestly tough. But I'm not going to overthink it. I'm going to pick the Chiefs here. Because they're going to say, because they're just tanking for the number one pick. And I think the Chiefs are going to, it's going to be insane. It's going to be 3-10. Some shit like that, bro. Patriots, Dolphins. The Patriots are going to win this one. This, honestly, is a trap game for the Patriots, though. This is very much a trap game. And I'm going to say the Patriots win 17-28. Pats on top. Then we got the Commanders, Eagles. And I think the Commanders are going to lose this one. Jaden Daniels out. Marcus Mariota might be out. The Eagles are obviously going to win. They should win. It's going to be close, though, for some reason. Maybe 17-24, Eagles on top. It's either going to be 17-24, it's going to be 10-13. Then we got the Cardinals, Rams. Rams are going to win this one. And it's going to be a fucking blowout. It's going to be 10-42. Actually, are the Rams starting their starters, though? I don't know if these teams if the Rams are starting their starters. I didn't even think about that. A lot of these teams, I could be wrong on a lot of these scores. Because these teams might just not be starting their starters. Yeah, I'm going to go 42-10 on the Cardinals game. If they are starting their starters. If not, it's going to be 24-10 still. Ravens, Steelers. This is a playoff game, I think, because the Ravens are in if they make the playoffs. If they win this game. I mean, I'm gonna go with the Steelers, though. I don't know if Lamar is playing, and is TJ Watt playing this game? I think TJ Watt's gonna be playing this game. I'm gonna go with the Steelers winning this one. 13-16. A weird score there. I think the Steelers are going to win this one and then get first rounded. Well, that's all for today's video. The next one of this that we will do is the wild card round of the playoffs. And that is all for today's video. Have a beautiful and blessed day. God bless.